Life after death. It's a concept that has intrigued humanity for centuries, a mystery that we all ponder at some point in our lives. But what if life after death isn't just about the afterlife? What if it's also about the life we continue to live after experiencing profound loss or change? It's not just about what happens when we leave this world. It's about the moments that follow a significant event, the times when we are forced to confront our new reality. Sometimes it's about what happens while we're still here. It's about the journey we embark on after a life-altering experience, the path we take to find ourselves again. It's about those moments, those days, those years after a storm has passed, the times when we look around at the wreckage and decide to start anew. You pick up the pieces, you rebuild, you find the strength within yourself to move forward even when it feels impossible. You find a new normal. That's life after death. It's about adapting to change, finding new ways to live and thrive despite the challenges. It's a new beginning, a chance to start over, to redefine who you are and what you want from life. We've all faced those moments that change us. Maybe it's a loss, a mistake, a trauma. These experiences shape us, mold us into who we are. A mistake, a trauma. These events can be devastating, leaving us feeling broken and lost. Whatever it is, it cracks us open. It forces us to confront our vulnerabilities, to face the parts of ourselves that we may have been avoiding. It forces us to look at ourselves, at our lives in a whole new light. This can be terrifying. The unknown is always daunting, but it's also where growth happens. It can also be the start of something powerful, a chance to rebuild, to become stronger and more resilient. It can be a chance to rebuild ourselves, stronger and wiser than before, to take the lessons we've learned and use them to create a better future. This journey isn't about forgetting the past. It's about honoring it, learning from it, and using it as a foundation for growth. It's about learning from it. Every experience, no matter how painful, has something to teach us. It's about understanding how our actions, our choices, have consequences, recognizing the impact we have on ourselves and others. Not just for ourselves, but for others too. Our actions ripple out, affecting those around us in ways we may not even realize. We need to own our part, to take responsibility for our actions and their impact. We need to step into the shoes of those we've hurt, to understand their perspective and offer genuine apologies. This is where empathy lives. In the moments when we connect with others on a deep, emotional level, this is where healing begins. In the spaces where we allow ourselves to be vulnerable and open to change. Life after death is a process. It's not a single event, but a series of steps that we take over time. It's messy, it's painful. There will be days when it feels like too much to bear, but it's also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Our ability to endure, to find hope even in the darkest of times. It's proof that even in the darkest of times, hope can bloom again, that we can find beauty and meaning in the midst of our struggles. Life after death is not the end, but a new beginning, a chance to start over, to create a life that is rich with purpose and joy. So embrace the journey, embrace the challenges and the growth that comes with them. Because in the end, it's not about the destination, but the journey itself. And remember, no matter how dark it may seem, there is always light on the horizon. A new beginning waiting to unfold. The initial shock can be overwhelming. It's like a tidal wave crashing over you, leaving you gasping for air. You might feel like you're drowning in a sea of emotions, unable to find solid ground. You're numb, confused. Your mind is a whirlwind of thoughts, each one more disorienting than the last. It's hard to make sense of anything when everything feels so surreal. You're grappling with guilt, shame, maybe even anger. These emotions can be like heavy chains, weighing you down, making it hard to move forward. You might replay events over and over in your mind, wondering what you could have done differently. It's like a fog has settled over your mind. This fog can obscure your vision, making it difficult to see a way out. It can feel like you're wandering through a dense forest, unsure of which path to take. You're just trying to find your way through. This is normal. It's a journey. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards clarity. Remember, it's okay to take your time. Don't beat yourself up for feeling this way. Self-compassion is crucial. Look at yourself with kindness and understanding. You're doing the best you can in a difficult situation. You've been through a lot. Acknowledge the weight of your experiences. It's important to give yourself credit for enduring and surviving. This recognition is a vital part of the healing process. Give yourself time to process, to heal. Healing is not a race, it's a journey that unfolds at its own pace. Engage in activities that bring you peace, whether it's meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. But don't let yourself get stuck in this fog. It's easy to become comfortable in the darkness, to let it become your new normal. But remember, there is a world beyond this fog, waiting for you to step into the light. It's easy to get lost in the darkness, to dwell on the what-ifs and the could-have-beens. These thoughts can be like quicksand, pulling you deeper into despair. It's important to recognize when you're spiraling and to take steps to pull yourself out. Remember, you're not alone in this. There are others who have walked this path before you, and there are those who will walk it with you now. Community and connection can be powerful sources of strength. Reach out to someone you trust. Talk to a therapist. Find a support group. These resources can provide you with the tools and support you need to navigate this challenging time. Sharing your story, your pain, can be incredibly liberating. It can lift the weight off your shoulders and help you see your experiences from a new perspective. It can also inspire others who are going through similar struggles. It can remind you that there's light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how dark it seems now, there is hope and a future waiting for you. The dawn always follows the night. This is a time for deep introspection. Look inward, reflect on your journey, your choices, and your growth. This self-examination can lead to profound insights and personal transformation. Examine your role in what happened. It's not about self-flagellation, it's about accountability. Understanding your actions and their consequences is a crucial step towards healing and growth. It's about understanding the ripple effects of your choices. This understanding is crucial. It helps you learn from the past and make better decisions in the future. It's the foundation upon which you'll rebuild your life. Every small step you take towards healing and growth is a brick in the new structure of your life. Plant the seeds of hope and watch them grow into a future filled with possibilities. Empathy. It's a powerful word. It's about understanding. It's about putting yourself in someone else's shoes, really feeling what they felt. This can be hard, especially when you're wrestling with your own pain, but it's essential. To truly move forward, you need to grasp the impact of your actions on others. Think about the people you've hurt. Imagine their pain, their confusion, their anger. Really sit with those feelings. This isn't about seeking forgiveness. It's about acknowledging the truth. It's about owning your part in the story. It's about understanding that your actions have consequences, and those consequences can be devastating. This process can be agonizing. You might be tempted to turn away from the pain, to bury it deep down. Don't face it head on. Only then can you start to heal. Only then can you start to forgive yourself. Moving forward doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending the past didn't happen. It's about finding a balance. It's about learning from your mistakes without being defined by them. It's a delicate dance. You'll have good days and bad days. Days when you feel strong and hopeful. Days when you're drowning in guilt and regret. That's okay. It's part of the process. Don't judge yourself for these ups and downs. Remember, you're not alone in this. Talk to someone. Lean on your support system. Find healthy ways to cope with the pain. Exercise, meditation, journaling. These can all be powerful tools on your journey to healing. The important thing is to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Don't let the past hold you hostage. You're stronger than you think. You can get through this. Loss is a part of life. It's an inevitable experience that touches everyone at some point. We all know that losing someone or something dear to us is a natural part of the human experience, but when you're the one who caused that loss, the pain cuts deeper. The weight of responsibility can be overwhelming and the regret can be suffocating. It's not just the absence of the person or relationship that haunts you, but the role you played in that absence. You're not just grieving the absence of a person or a relationship, you're grappling with the loss of a part of yourself, the person you were, the decisions you made, and the consequences that followed. It's a complex web of emotions that can be hard to untangle. You're grieving the loss of who you were, who you thought you were. The image you had of yourself is shattered, and you're left to pick up the pieces. This self-reflection can be painful, but it's also a crucial part of the healing process. This grief can be isolating. It can make you feel like you're alone in your suffering, like no one else can understand the depth of your pain. The isolation can be a heavy burden to bear, making it even harder to reach out for support. You might feel like you don't have the right to grieve, like you don't deserve comfort. The guilt and shame can be paralyzing, making it difficult to seek the help you need. But it's important to remember that everyone deserves compassion, including you. These feelings are normal, but they're not true. You deserve support. You deserve compassion. It's okay to seek out the comfort and understanding of others. It's okay to allow yourself to be vulnerable and to accept the kindness that others offer. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. Talk to a therapist, a grief counselor, a support group. There are people who are trained to help you navigate this difficult time. They can provide you with the tools and support you need to begin the healing process. Sharing your story, your pain, can be incredibly therapeutic. It can help you process your emotions and gain a new perspective on your situation. It can also remind you that you're not alone in this, that others have experienced similar pain and have found a way to heal. It can remind you that you're not alone in this. Remember, healing takes time. It's a journey that requires patience and self-compassion. There will be ups and downs, but with each step, you'll move closer to finding peace. There's no magic formula, no set timeline. Be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to heal. Embrace the journey and know that it's okay to take it one day at a time, to be continued.